Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Clement and this is my second video. I'll be sharing personal stories with you today. So today I want to talk about something that has been on my mind for a while, something I think a lot of us struggle with, but we don't always admit that this is our problem. So the question is very simple. Why don't we start the things that we really want to do? And, like I mentioned in my previous video, like hitting the gym, writing the book, starting a business, or even just learning a new skill. We dream about it, we talk about it, but when it comes to actually starting it, we sort of freeze. And here's the thing, I've been there. And like I said in my previous video, in fact, I've been there honestly. So today I want to share my personal story, break down why this happens, and maybe, just maybe, we will be able to sort of figure out how to overcome it together. Sounds good, right? Thank you. So please stay with me to the end of this video, and I hope we'll be able to share insights together and be able to get things started as we always promise ourselves that we are going to get things done. So let me take you back, to a few months ago. I had this idea for a web project or an app project. I had this idea for a very long time. It had been something that I've been thinking about for years. Well, I had the outline, the structure and everything. But every time I sat down to, think about implementing it, I go like, who am I to even, come up with this idea? Because the magnitude of implementation just sounded like I wasn't enough for it. And then instead of, doing something, I'll binge watch, Netflix, or maybe I'll scroll through Instagram, and now TikTok even makes it worse. Well, this is something familiar, right? So here is what I have realized. The biggest reason we don't start things, or we don't have the motivation to start things, it's not the lack of time. And sometimes it isn't about laziness. What it is humility, right? Humility. We have so much humility. Isn't it good? Well, humility is important, but sometimes it works against us. Think about it this way. When we are humble, we downplay our abilities, we compare ourselves to others who are already successful, who are already there. And we think, I could have never been that good. So we don't even try, but here's the thing. Humility becomes a problem when it stops us from, taking first step in the things that we want to do. When it makes us feel like, we don't deserve to try. When it convinces us that we are not even ready yet, then it's not really a good thing. So let me ask you this one thing. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start when I'm ready? Like, I'm not yet ready. I'll start when I'm ready, or I'll start when I know more, or I'll start when I'm as good as, you compare yourself to someone. In my case, I wanted to start a YouTube channel and also, start out, work on my app. And I was comparing myself to these big names out there, but that isn't the case. That wasn't me. So for me, it was all about, the time. I kept on waiting for the perfect moment, the moment when, I felt confident enough, skilled enough, had enough money, worthy enough. But guess what? That moment never comes, and it never came for me. So let's break it down this way if we want to, resolve this. Here are the main reasons why I think that humility actually holds us down. One is the fear of failure. We are so much afraid for not being perfect, and we'd rather not try at all if we think we'll never be perfect, And the other thing is the comparison trap. Like I said, we look at people who are already there, who are already successful, and we think that we will never be that good. And then the final one, which is also very important, is the imposter syndrome. We feel like we are not qualified or deserving of success, which is very bad. The final one, I think, is overthinking. We get too stuck in our heads trying to analyze every possible case, every possible, edge case. And sometimes, I mean, these edge cases never happen. So this is very familiar, right? Okay. But here's the good news that I think, we can all adjust to. First of all, we can overcome this. It's not easy, but definitely it's possible because people have done that. I mean, people have done it. And I am still a work in progress, like working on myself. So I'm here with you. Here's what I think has been helping me so far is to reframe what humility is. So instead of thinking I'm not good enough, I think, yeah, I'm not good enough yet. But humility isn't about doubting oneself. It's about being open to growth, and growth takes time. Second is to start small. Like, I don't have to start and expect that my YouTube channel is going to, become the biggest within a day. My first video actually got about, I think 29 views, which I was so much happy. And I felt like I had achieved a lot. Okay, and I hope this second video is going to achieve, a lot more views than this. But even if it doesn't, I am still happy that at least I've been able to work through my own inconsistencies. I've been able to come out of my own, shell, been able to, go past all this, imposter syndrome, this lack of motivation and all of that. So I'm very much, positive, not because of the results that are going to come out of this, but also positive that at least I've been able to get something going. And yeah, so that is it. Then the third one is that we should learn to embrace imperfection. So when I did my first video, it was raw. Like, I just decided to pick a camera, just go out there and then start shooting, no editing, no scripting, all of that. So again, I embrace the fact that I'll definitely make mistakes. I'll definitely say something that, might be awful, but that didn't hold me back. So I did my first video and this is my second video. So we need to embrace perfection. And if you are humble, you will definitely know that you are not yet there. You are still a work in progress, and that you need time to be able to improve and grow. And growth takes time. Growth, you pass through all the roughness of life to be able to grow. So growth, there's no growth in perfection, right? So the best is for us to grow in our imperfect state. So we need to embrace perfection, and I'm sure we'll be able to make some progress. And the final one is a focus on why. So, and that is my most important point. What is your why? I think focusing on your why gives you the drive. It gives you the focus. It gives you the reason why you wake up to do what you want to do. So even if the progress is slow, even if the results are slow, you still get up every day to make sure you get to do what you have to do. And the reason is that with no why, there's no motivation. There's no inner motivation. Every other motivation is probably superficial, like something that you see around you, like, the comments that people make and all of that. But if you identify your why, I think the why is the reason why people will still keep on doing the things that they do, knowing very well that the results are going to take time. They are not going to get the best of compliments. They're not going to get the best of followers, but they still keep on doing, because that is what it's all about. It's their why. So once you're able to, fine tune your why, I think you should be able to go past every stumble, like, being able to make progress, because your why should drive you. And I think one other perspective is that don't just think about the why today, think about the why into the future. So why do you go to the gym every day? Why do you want to stay fit? You want to stay fit for 10, 15 years to come. Okay, when you wouldn't have the energy and the edge and the physical dexterity to be able to go to the gym and then work out. So the why should also be, I'm doing this for some days to come. Okay. And I think that should also be another perspective to, consider when you're thinking about the reason why you are doing what you're doing. So your why is very important. So what is your why? Let's focus on that. So here's my challenge for you, okay? And myself as well, which I'm going to record in my next video. So pick one thing that you've been putting off all the time, just one. And then take the first step. It doesn't have to be big, it just have to be, and doesn't also have to be perfect. You just have to do it. Okay. So in the comment section, I wish someone would just drop a comment that I'd like to do this and I'd like to do that. And then I'm going to follow up on you in my next video, and I'm going to give you a shout out. So let me know in the comment section what you'd like to start, and let's hold each other accountable, because the truth is we are all in this together. So if you stayed up, if you followed me up to this stage, to this time, thank you so much for doing so. Again, my videos are rough footages, and yeah, I may make some mistakes in here and there, but I'm trying to get things done. I'm trying to make sure I'm consistent. I'm trying to make sure I get over all the inconsistencies, mainly all the inconsistencies, like the things that I really want to do. So pardon me if I made some utterances that you're uncomfortable with. Yes. So thank you for following. Thank you for your comments. Thanks for your likes. See you in the next video. Until then, please start that thing you've been dreaming about. You've got this. Thank you.